Your two favorite guys, Ryan and Steve from the Vinyl Record Mission.
Here I'm at another place, House Black Dog LLC. That sign you see right there. It's an antique store, but this guy, last time I came, he had a pretty decent sized collection of records in there, but his prices were kind of outrageous. I'm gonna go back in and see if he's come to his senses yet. So ironically enough, the same place that I found the box of dollar records is the same store that I'm in right now with some very overpriced records in one bin that he has in the back. Apparently he took out the rest of the records because he wasn't getting the kind of traffic that he wanted from having the records in his antique store. They apparently are from his own personal collection. So he took them back and put them in his storage, left one little box or one bin, a wooden crate in the back that I'm digging through right now. As you can see, some of these prices are just way overpriced. After looking through these, I asked if they had any more records anywhere, and I don't know if it's his wife or his partner in there. She was an older lady, and she said, "Oh, there's still a box underneath the table over here that we didn't take that's got some records in it." And so I asked if I could see it, and he said, "Yeah, sure, go ahead, you can dig through it." And so I digged through it, and I found all these great records, and of course they weren't priced, and I asked him how much, and he says, "Oh, those are $1 a piece." And I was like, okay. So I went back and I picked out a bunch of records that I thought were great deals for $1. I should have probably just bought the whole box, but you know how that goes. I will get to that dollar box here shortly. So here I am at the dollar box of records. Check out these. There's some better records in here than there was in that wooden crate that he had overpriced so greatly. Yeah, some of these records were just amazing finds for $1. And they're all super clean. Some of the covers weren't, as nearly as clean as the vinyl. But yeah, I mean, look at that. Lou Reed. Best of Lou Reed, that's all I need. Best of Traffic, that's all I need. But I'll show you what I brought home from this box in just a minute. Hi everybody, Steve here from the Vinyl Record Mission, and we're wrapping up our trip here in Taos. Been up here for about 14 days, and I've managed to probably find about a little over 100 records while up here. I'm going to break them into to segments. I never pass up a mint copy of Tubular Bells by Mike Oldfield. Never. This is just such a great record, and when it's found in really beautiful condition, it's just, yeah, it's hard to pass this up. Got that. This is a band I never heard of, and I always take a chance on that kind of stuff. This is Horselips Dance Hall Sweethearts. Yeah. I just took one look at the cover, and I thought, this has got to be some kind of cool, hip, whatever. But I haven't even listened to it yet. And then they've got Firefall, a nice copy of Firefall. Some of these covers have seen better days, but the vinyl was basically near mint on these, and so I was really happy to add them to the collection, especially for listening pleasure up here. And you got to have some T-Rex. Come on, Bang a Gong. Yep, this is Electric Warrior, the 1971 gatefold cover. Yep, on the bronze reprise label. This is Diana Ross and the Supremes and the Temptations on Broadway. Beautiful soundtrack, original early gatefold as well. I never pass up some really clean Mahalia Jackson. This is Bless This House, some really good gospel soul. This is a reissue, but in mint condition, and it sounds amazing. It's a promo record of Lambert, Hendricks, and Ross, the great scat jazz vocal trio. I guess somehow this slipped in here. It's supposed to be in the jazz pile. Anyways, Andy Narell. Oh, gotta love this guy, man. He is just amazing. He's a steel can drum player. Just a very, very great musician. And I love the steel cans. So this was a nice one that I picked up of his. This is a really apparently very rare disco record that I can't find anything on, but it's got some killer, just some heater disco tunes on it. I was glad to pick that up. Cover is really in funky condition, but the inside is just, it's amazing. I can't even tell where it's from. It's from some funky, might even be from Brazil. And then I got Mahavishnu Orchestra. You know this one, right? Yeah, this has got, John McLaughlin and Billy Cobham on drums. These guys kill it. Another one where the condition was questionable, but these were dollar records. So I can't pass them up, especially when they play like near mint records. And this again was Nene Shinewater. I played this for you earlier. This is a very ambient kind of experimental music, which is just amazing. Then I discovered Mike Aldridge while I was up here, and much to my surprise, he is an amazing guitar player. Blues and bluegrass, kind of country, but man, just he really knows how to pick and slide on that dobro. So I would highly recommend, anytime you see anything from Mike Aldridge, snatch it up. This is on the Flying Fish label, and that's another good indicator of quality musicians and quality recordings. If you see that label out in the wild, take a chance on it, pick it up, especially if it's affordable. That's what the Flying Fish label looks like there, usually. And this was Mike Aldridge and Old Dog. That was one of them. I got 4 from him. This is Mike Aldridge, Blues and Bluegrass, right here. Believe it or not, he's got on this record right here, was it this one or the other one? I think it's on this one. Yeah, he's got, look at this, there's Linda Ronstadt on vocals on this album here. So apparently he worked with many great artists. Let's see, he's got Ricky Skaggs on here, John Starling, Bob Lawrence, but Linda Ronstadt is Dave Broomberg, John Duffy, Tom Gray. So lots of guys followed this guy. This is the best one that I had, that I got from Mike Aldridge, that I really liked a lot. This album was intense, just amazing. Another label to look out for, if you don't already know, is this here, the Tacoma label. That is also a sign of greatness when it comes to artists. And then lastly, I've got his self-titled Mike Aldridge right here with some really cool songs on here. Southern Rain was on here. I was able to use this record for the Rain, again, there's that Flying Fish label. This was a new band that I discovered. This is Juaréz. Yep, this is their one and only self-titled release on Decca. And this was done in 1970. This is a kind of a folk psych band.
Lost in the Lauderdale rain, shine down, Lauderdale morning.
The music's great, man. If you find this out there, grab it up. This was definitely one of my highlights. This is, see how we say this, I guess it's Chaitanya Hadi Duder, and this is the gentleman back here, and this is very ambient. Andy in the UK streamed it and said it was a lovely record, and he's got it on his want list now. So that was a really great find. Oh, another jazz one made it in here. Shoot. Charlie Mariano. This is awesome. I love this record. Kind of stretches just enough far out for me when it comes to, you know, free jazz. I'm not much into avant-garde or free jazz, but he kind of gets a little bit of that in here. And it's enough to really, you know, kind of just wet my whistle enough to appreciate that style of jazz. But once it gets way far out there, I get lost. I get lost. There's another great one. This is the early one on United Artists. That beautiful orange shirt, that rainbow sherbet label. Traffic. Yeah. This is all the Traffic I need. I mean, this is the best of, and that's good enough for me. Amazing reggae finds on this trip. Again, this is a first pressing, Justin Hines and the Dominoes, Just in Time. Picked that one up on the, yeah, that's an OG Mango label right there. Guy sold it to me for like a 2018 repress price. I was really happy. Here's another jazz one that's got stuck in there. This is Kenny Burrell. It's a second pressing, but this Man at Work with Roy Haynes is just outstanding. You got Richard Davis on bass and Roy Haynes on drums. This will blow your mind. It's such a beautiful record. More reggae. Black Slate, original, first pressing 1980 on the Alligator label, which is also another sign of greatness. Anybody that gets signed to Alligator, usually a blues label, but for some reason they signed this reggae band. Some Psych. These are some amazing dollar records. Kapt and Beyond. Yes, this is outstanding. It's not the 3D hologram, but look at that. Beautiful Capricorn records, pristine condition. The first pressing has this right here is like a hologram, and that one is very expensive. This was $1, but these still sell for, you know, 30, 40 bucks. Another one, another great pressing, Kapt and Beyond on the gatefold, similar condition on the vinyl. This is Nils Lofgren right here. This is his self-titled debut album. Great listen. This is something I just bought on a whim. This is Captain Kopter and the Fabulous Twirly Birds. That's Randy, California right there, I guess, on the cover. I don't know. But this is an amazing kind of a prog blues psych record as well. Killer. This was a really great find for me. This is Roy Harper, Valentine. This is a beautiful record and a gnarly one at the same time. Very psychedelic rock. The UK pressing of this on Harvest goes for lots of money. This is a Chrysalis pressing, but it plays mint, and I'm happy to just be able to listen to it. And next, you know, the rise of Kate Bush. I'm happy to have some Kate Bush in my collection. This is another one. This was awesome too. This is Time Wind by Klaus Schultz. This is an early German pressing on the Brain label. Yeah, whenever you see music on this label here, Brain, let me see here so you can see the condition of these is absolutely outrageous. See that label there? Yeah, you want to jump on those when you see those. This one I paid a little bit of money for. That wasn't a dollar record. This was, however, a dollar record, and this is, yes, this is the double album of one and only King Crimson, The Young Person's Guide to King Crimson. Yep, and this is an official UK pressing on Polydor. You can see that. Stunning condition. I got this for $1, and I saw it in one of the videos at one of the antique malls that I was shopping at. They had it for $30 there, and it wasn't even in this good a condition. So this, gotta have this. Come on. This is the great Lou Reed. Walk on the Wild Side, the best of. It's got Sweet Jane on here, and Wild Child, Satellite of Love, Coney Island Baby, White Light, White Heat, Sally Can't Dance, Nowhere at All. Just loaded with great Lou Reed tunes, man. You can pass that up for $1. And lastly, I've got some John Mayall. This is with Dee McKinney on vocals. This is New Year, new band, new company. It's a original promotional copy. You can see right here, there's the promo sticker, and here is the white label promo on Blue Thumb. Yeah, this opens with a killer drum break on the first song. So those are my takeaways from my Taos, New Mexico trip 2024. And I'll get to the jazz section and also the classical section in some up and coming videos. I hope you enjoyed this little trip of mine. Probably not as much as I did, but I will be getting back to digging with Ryan at the storage units, and we'll be getting back to those storage units filled with, close to 100,000 records. We're working on one of them right now that has about 50,000 in it, and we barely even cracked the surface of that. So thanks for joining me. This is Steve from the Vinyl Record Mission. Until next time, take care.
If you haven't, make sure you hit like and subscribe to the Vinyl Record Mission so that way you don't miss out on any future content. More videos coming your way.